David Grosulak here, JT Outdoor Products. I am from Savage, Minnesota. I currently live in Prior Lake, Minnesota, only a few miles away. One thing I really like about this area, there is a ton of lakes close by to home. Within a half hour from here, there's countless amounts of areas to fish, whether that be for bass, walleye, panfish, catfish, bullhead, whatever you want to fish, we got it. Been with JT since October of 18. That's when I became part of the staff. I was fishing with JT products well before that. They're just wonderful rods and a great company to be with.
Who introduced you to fishing?
It's kind of a funny story. I wasn't brought up in a fishing family. My parents weren't huge fishermen, but my dad was an occasional, weekend warrior ice fisherman. We didn't do it every weekend. We would go once in a while, and I enjoyed it, but I just never had the drive at a young age. I would say I was probably, if I'd remember, 12, 13. I don't know. We went up to a vacation up to northern Minnesota, and for whatever reason, we went on a launch boat out of a resort on the south side of Mille Lacs, and I fell in love with fishing. I don't know what happened. Something went boom inside my brain and sparked something crazy. I was obsessed. Not too long after that, Pops bought my brothers and I a tiller boat. 17-foot aluminum tiller boat with a 40 horse on it, and I got my boating safety license, whatever they call it these days, before I could, you could drive, and we were so obsessed with going to the lake as much as we could. My dad was pretty cool about it. He worked close by to some lakes around home, and he would drop us off at the boat launch with a cooler of water, maybe a couple pops if we were lucky, and sandwiches, chips, whatever we wanted. And he would let us fish all day long while he was at work. He'd drive the trailer to work with no boat on it. After work, he'd come to the lake and pick us up. And it was one of the greatest things, and really got me hooked on this sport. Growing up, we were mostly just bass fishermen, panfish bass. There's nothing wrong with that. I had a blast. I still bass fish once in a while to this day, but I kind of progressed more into a walleye fisherman. And that's definitely where my tiller life addiction started right here. I still rock the tiller to this day. It's just how I was brought up. That's what I know. And that's one of the reasons. That's one of the reasons why I eat, sleep, and think about fishing all the time.
What inspires you to keep fishing?
Well, I guess anyone that goes to bed at night and wakes up in the morning that has dreams about giant fish would keep them fishing. That's what happens with me, unfortunately. I love fishing. I love being with my friends in the boat. I love looking forward to the weekend where we make trips up to the lake. I love waiting for spring to come and getting that first bite in the spring in open water. I love getting on first ice. Really, everything about fishing keeps me fishing. If I didn't want to keep fishing, I wouldn't fish. I'd go golfing or something. This is what I like doing. This is all I think about, and that's really what keeps me fishing. There's no nothing to stop me. That's what it is.
If you had to choose one JT rod as your go-to or your favorite, what JT rod would that be? And what's your favorite way to fish it?
Finally. I was really looking forward to this question. My go-to tactic, go-to rod, go-to setup. It's going to be real simple for me to answer. It's one of the ways you can catch fish no matter where you are, what species you're fishing. It's called slip corking. This rod has really fine-tuned my presentations Really fine-tuned everything really with slip bobber fishing over the last few years. It's a 7.3 mag light. This thing is crazy. You can cast it a mile. You can fish for 8-inch crappies or 30-inch walleyes with this thing, and it works just as good no matter what you're fishing for. You can cast this thing a mile. You can be precise with your casts, and your hook setting percentages are going to be way higher with this soft tip and this longer rod. It's great. I love it. I can't wait to get in the boat. My favorite thing to do is night cork. I love throwing lighted bobbers out and catching walleye. I look forward to it. I love it, and I can't wait to get back out there and do it again.